Hey everybody, this is Billy Watkins with the Premier Power Hour podcast.
How's it going? I'm Zach Pearson. With us today,
Jeff Steele.
Jeff Steele.
Jeff Steele is the National Industrial Sourcing Manager here at Premier Packaging. Thanks for joining the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Being
Excited to be
on.
here.
It's a big title.
It is.
You have a larger than normal, like a 3x5 business card?
I do, yes. It's actually 5x7.
Good for you.
Very nice.
Good for you. We don't shrink the font? Nope.
No.
Not at all.
It's got a...
It's better just make it fit.
I've always loved your name, Jeff Steele.
I appreciate that.
It's like Max Power.
I like Billy. Not Watkins, but I like Billy a lot.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
It's a goofy, stupid name, but that's fine.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Do you want to lead off, or should I just ask the first question here?
Well, we're doing this. We're doing a career progression here with Jeff.
Yep.
How long have you been with Premier?
I've been with Premier Packaging for 7 years now. Actually, 7 years this month.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And how did you get to Premier Packaging?
So before Premier, I actually worked for one of our customers, UPS, for about 8.5 years in operations management. I heard about Premier through family relationship I had and came on board. My first job actually at Premier was a tooling coordinator. So I was responsible for our vendor relationships, placing purchase orders for our cutting dies, print plates, for all the boxes we run at our manufacturing locations.
Okay. And so then from there, how long into your career starting at Premier did you end up in the role that you have now?
So I started in my current role as National Industrial Sourcing Manager November of 2018.
Okay.
Before that, so let me just kind of reel that back a little bit. I was a tooling coordinator for about 6 months.
Okay.
And then moved over to our sourcing department, working for a gentleman by the name of Tim Kaufman, who was managing our sourcing department at that time. Was basically considered to be a sourcing specialist. Worked in that role for a couple years, moved on to become what we called our OV sourcing manager, and then in November of 2018 became our National Industrial Sourcing Manager.
Wow, okay.
And all of that, so you started out basically on the corrugated production side, right?
Correct, I was actually stationed in our design lab.
I remember, was I in customer service when you were?
I believe you were, yeah.
You just saw me there. Did we ever?
We had a lot of interaction, I felt like.
All right.
Yeah. It's good getting to know you back in the day.
I have blocked a lot of that out, I guess.
Yeah.
But not because
not
of
intentionally.
You. Not intentionally.
I don't take it personal, Billy.
Just rough times, rough times.
Seems like there's quite a lot of those dark periods in your life. I don't know, are we going to do an episode on that?
Yeah,
we did.
All those crossroads I've had.
Billy Watkins, The Dark Days.
The Dark Days.
That's great. We should just write that down.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But so you took kind of a complete 180 going from corrugated manufacturing to industrial goods.
I did, yeah.
Something that I don't even know if I don't feel like I don't talk about it enough. I mean, it's a huge part of our business, but it's that industrial side.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's literally critical to us getting product out is what you do. I mean, in your job, you secure the highest quality raw materials, goods, or services at the best possible prices. Is that an accurate description of your job, or?
Very accurate.
Okay.
Very accurate.
How does one do that?
So it certainly takes a village. You know, we work with hundreds of suppliers and vendor partners from all across the world.
Yeah.
With pretty much anything that's not what we consider to be an industrial packaging product would be anything that's not a brown corrugated box or a fabricated piece of foam. So it's products like your tapes, void fill, stretch film, shrink wrap, folding cartons, rigid boxes. The list goes on and on. We really, try to work hard to have a supply chain for anything and everything our customers could need.
Yeah.
That's Premier's value proposition, is we try to be a one-stop shop for our customers, from design, automation, industrial packaging products, and so on. So,
yeah.
And
I was going to say, I went through, before you were going to come on for the interview today, I looked through all the emails that we've had, and all of mine have been, I've never heard of this before.
Yeah.
Help
what
me
do
find
I do?
it. Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely. So you specialize not just in kind of the bread and butter stuff, but everything else.
Correct.
And where to find that.
Yeah, we're there to support our sales team across the entire country. So we want to make sure that we have, good qualified supplier partners, vendor partners, who are providing us with the most innovative products, cost competitive. We've got a lot of high expectations for our suppliers. So.
Yeah.
What and our customers probably ask for just about everything, right?
Yes, they do.
Like, what's the weirdest thing you've had to source?
Some of the most,
Weird is kind of
weird.
Maybe let's not say weird. We don't want to
the-
push customers away with the fact that hey, they have a weird product. Maybe the most
Abnormal.
They're looking for
Or
something
or the most
abnormal.
Yes.
Odd.
So, probably a clothing hanger.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
would be pretty
I could see that.
unique. Not something. I mean, when I came into Premier, I had no idea 7 years ago, no idea that we would actually sell a clothing hanger. But that is essentially, I guess, a part of packaging, right? So
Yeah.
we
Wow.
plastic clothing hangers, wood hangers, they're all over the place, right?
Yeah.
But
And
we've
they're
always
used-
had, 99 hanger or something I remember
Yes.
from when I started. And
Yep.
we have a finished good for hangers, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, see, now I'm learning stuff in real time. I had no idea that we sold hangers.
There we go.
Look at that. That's the most unique. I feel like I sent you something of like a. We can get into that later because I think we're still looking for a solution for this. But part of your job, besides finding good suppliers for every single thing that somebody could package, is also because of that you're going to be staying on top of market trends.
Correct.
How do you go about doing that? Like, how are you able to research it? There's probably not books,
Yes.
magazines, or are you
So
on
there-
Instagram? Like, how are you
Trade
doing
shows.
this?
All
Yeah.
of the above. Definitely trade shows, social media, but really just having great relationships with our suppliers.
Okay.
I think is the key to getting that information in real time. We also do follow publications and indexes with the resin markets, CDI, IHS. Pulp and paper, things like that. Same
Yeah.
thing that we would be looking at on the corrugated side for, craft paper, chipboard, corner boards, things of that nature. So it's definitely a challenge, right, to stay out in front of it. I think the pandemic that hit us a couple years ago now really kind of sent things into a spin, right? No one knew if they could get product, if product was going to be available.
Yeah.
Lead times were going out. We've seen a lot of issues with labor and just people being able to output product the way that demand is calling for.
Yeah.
So it's really a balancing act, I think, of taking into account all of the factors that go into that, and back to the relationship side of things, just having really strong relationships with our suppliers and good market intel to be able to make good decisions for our company.
Can you speak a little to what Premier did, what you had to do during the last couple of years, so that we did not have failures for the customer?
Yeah.
I can, yeah. I think the number one key to Premier's success over the past couple of years is definitely communication between our different departments, ensuring that our purchasing departments, customer service, our sourcing teams, sales teams are knowing what's going on in the market. So keeping everybody up to speed there. The other advantage we have, Premier Packaging has, as a very large distributor. I mean, we've got 86 shipping locations across the United States of America, up in Canada, down in Mexico, where we have the ability to store these products. Mm-hmm. So if we get good information out of our customers, good forecasts, we can use that intel we have of extended lead times, of supply chain issues, mm-hmm. to bring in products, in bulk to make sure that they're there and ready for our customers when they need them.
It's so crazy because capacity went down so much, yet demand skyrocketed,
Yep.
right? Are you breathing a little easier now? Are things normalizing at all?
Not much, yeah.
Okay.
Things are still pretty hectic, I think, on the pricing side of things. Don't need to get too much into detail in this show,
Right.
but
No.
still a lot of things happening. I think that we are optimistic for the future and think that we're excited for things to settle down.
Right.
So
But this is the new normal now. This is
correct, yeah.
And you're used to it, probably at this point.
Yes, yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say one of the from somebody that's in sales, supply chain specialist here at Premier, we get these emails saying, oh, okay, there's this increase or there's this, hey, more bad news, you got to pass this on. we get told it's industry wide and everybody's feeling this, but that doesn't make the customer feel any better. Do you have any advice on like how you would spin that, or how you would? I mean, obviously we're all living in it, but
Sure.
every now and then, if I'm a mom and pop and I know I got my box or my bin box or my tape at this price before, and now because of all of this stuff that's going on, I'm getting it at a huge increase. How would you communicate? How would you like Premier or other people to communicate what's going on? Because it obviously doesn't make your job any easier. It'd
No,
be great if you
yeah.
could just give good news all the time.
Yeah, it's certainly a challenging topic for our reps. So, one of the things that it's definitely is worldwide. I mean, it's more than just our country. The labor issues, the supply issues. I would think that the best way to spin that is exactly what I was alluding to earlier: is Premier's ability to really stay out ahead of the market, use our resources, our infrastructure around the country to plan, right? We need information from our customers, accurate information on what they're going to be using and when. If we can get that information, we can properly plan. And it takes more than just sourcing to do that, right?
Yeah.
It's our purchasing department, it's our customer service reps, and it's our sales reps who are the voice that are interacting with the customers to ensure that, hey, this is happening, but the more information you can get me, the more successful we can continue on with this relationship. And one of the biggest things is just getting material, right? I mean, it's been a challenge for everybody across the board. So ensuring that they have someone like Premier Packaging fighting for them, getting them information, communicating those things out, and also showing them our resources with our warehouses across the country.
What I'm hearing from you, and correct me if I'm wrong, is good, clear communication of between the client and Premier Packaging is going to help alleviate a lot of those pain points, because we're going to be able to forecast, give you an idea of what they need, and we'll be able to communicate what we need.
Correct.
And everybody will be on the same page.
That's correct.
Yeah. So
Goes to show kind of our process or want of having a partnership, and not, this isn't transactional.
Absolutely.
We're here to look out for you.
Exactly.
I'm going to write that down too. Communication is important.
Great note.
that's great. Yeah, I'm glad you're right.
Vital.
Yeah.
You deal with a lot of vendors. You get a lot of swag. You get a lot of good stuff.
Good question.
Not so much.
That's
No,
a lie. Come
not
on.
so much.
Really?
A little
Really?
bit here and there, but
How many? How
some
many?
Yeti cups or
some-
a shirt or something like
What
that
the
every
heck?
now and then.
That's it. You don't get Christmas gifts. No.
Christmas gifts, yeah. There's a lot of boxes of chocolates and cookies.
A lot of vendor sponsored scrambles, golf scrambles. Yes.
Not near as much as we would like to, of course, but
Sure.
Especially with the pandemic, I think that's
Yeah,
really kind of
yeah.
challenged people getting together in groups and things of that nature. But we hope to get back to having that fun.
Yeah, not in Arizona.
What the heck?
But yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right. But you got like a closet full of Yeti cups. I can see that. Right.
Just
yeah.
a couple, yeah.
Okay.
Not a closet full, but
Do you put if you're meeting
You're
with
not gonna get prosecuted.
if you're meeting with a supplier, do you put a competitor's like Yeti cup out in front so
I
that
do,
so
yeah.
you can just leverage
yes, I
the
do.
deal?
Yeah, sometimes I'll just slightly turn it just
Yeah.
to see the first couple letters
Yep.
of it, and they know it,
They
and
know.
I just turn it back, and
Just so you know that they
typically,
know.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
things happen.
Wow, all of a sudden 20% less? Wow, weird. Weird how that happens.
I'm joking, of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah. All of this is off the record. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Jeff, what do you like most about working here at Premier?
Another great question. I think one of the things I love the most is really the people. Meeting new people like you. I mean, we just met.
Yeah.
Today.
Today, yes.
Which is great. Being on this podcast show, and I can think of a lot of people I'd like to meet for the first time on a podcast. But it's an honor to meet you, Mr.
Thank you.
Pearson.
Thank you very much.
But really the people, the culture. I mean, everybody, at Premier really talks about how strong of a culture that we have, and I believe in it 110%. We really do work hard to keep, work well with one another, to communicate well with one another, and you know, just have fun when we're at work. You know, so that's key to really show up to work and love what you do.
You were talking earlier about meeting someone just by chance that you didn't even know. What was that story? Because I was kind of half listening to it. Was it an Uber driver or?
Yes,
am
I
making
was.
This? Okay.
Yes, I was.
I
Yeah.
thought that'd be a good-
So a couple weeks ago, great story. My girlfriend and I, Whitney, we decided to go down to the Eric Church concert at the Yum Center, and we called up an Uber like we normally would, drive down, and actually the lady that picked us up is a Premier Packaging employee. So I
No
get
way.
to talking to her. She tells me she has a second job, says it's Premier Packaging, which I'm like, you know, what are the odds?
Yeah,
You know,
right,
what are the
right.
chances that somebody's picking me up from Premier? So of course, you know, I start talking to her. What do you like about Premier?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah.
And it was awesome just to really hear, you know, someone like this talk about how much she loves the company. She's
Yeah.
been with us for 5 years. She works out on our bubble bag machine here in
nice.
Louisville, Kentucky, and you know, really talked or spoke highly of her management team.
That's awesome.
And that culture, right?
Yeah,
that we
absolutely.
were just talking about. So, pretty cool experience, and
Yeah.
it's raw, it's off the cuff, and you just hear somebody that's truly happy to be a part of, you know, our team. So,
Yeah, that's amazing.
which is pretty cool.
It's
like
not,
it.
Yeah, you're getting them you're not just pinpointing them and, you know, putting a mic in their face and saying, hey, what do you love? I mean, literally, it's just part of their daily life, and you're running into somebody and getting that testimony. It's pretty awesome.
Yes, it was.
It's good stuff.
Good stuff. Now you are a connoisseur of some other good stuff. You were telling me off camera you have how many bottles of bourbon whiskey? You tend to do some collecting. Is that true?
Probably close to, let's just call it 100 plus
Let's just say
bottles
plus
of bourbon.
100.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good round number.
Yeah. Do you have? I don't know if we can share brands. I don't know. But is there are you more bourbon or more rye? Is it?
I like weeded bourbon.
Okay.
So Weller would probably be my favorite brand.
Okay. Well,
Are you afraid
is
of like a run? Why are you 100 of them? You know, I'll just get that seems like a lot.
Well, you got to get them while you can, right?
I'm just
Bourbon
now,
is-
Oh, with the
just
supply
now,
chain
I'm just
issues.
now figuring out what you meant by a run.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Prohibition happened once, it can happen again.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
you're afraid that
Yeah.
they're going
So
away.
both of you gentlemen are welcome at my house if anything does, you know,
There you go.
happen like that.
That's
Let's
great.
get this thing
I-
wrapped
yeah,
up there so we can get
let's-
the hell
yeah,
out.
let's
Yeah.
wrap this up.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do a what's in the
Are
box.
where are they? Are they in your basement? You don't have them all 100 bottles on display. You have a really big bar, or what?
Or are you using our bin
I don't
boxes?
have a bar.
Okay.
I've got a
display
dream
them?
bar in my mind
Okay.
that I'll build one day.
someday
But
the man cave.
they're in a cabinet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Is
I have
there a goal?
like a cabinet with porcelain clowns in it, and I don't not.
porcelain clowns. Wow.
Yeah.
Learn something new
That's
about
what
Yeah,
you
I'm
every
going to
day.
his house
That's
and
what I
not
do.
yours. 100%.
Billy's not invited.
This
to
guy's
that.
got
Yeah,
100 bottles of
we
bourbon.
rescind that invite. You probably want that struck for the record.
Oh,
Oh. Well, I typically we do a segment called "What's in the Box," kind of a grab bag, icebreaker question. This one is a little deeper than other ones that I typically ask, like, "What's your favorite color?"
this is about your childhood.
This
or
is
what
no,
this?
this is
Okay.
not about hopes and dreams. Actually, it is about hopes. Do you have a goal for? I don't know if you're a goal-setting person, but do you have kind of a goal for the end of this decade? Something that you'd like to accomplish, or something that you'd like to see? Maybe get to 200 bottles. I don't know if that's maybe in the realm of it.
Drink 50.
Owning 1/100.
Double my bourbon collection.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 8 years to do it.
Yeah. Fully owning a racehorse because you are a partial owner in a racehorse.
That would be cool, but
Yeah.
I'm not. I kind of like where I'm at. I'm 1/125th of an owner, so
That's,
it's I don't have a lot of work to do.
It's
It
the right
doesn't
size
cost me
commitment for
hardly-
you?
Yes, it
Okay.
doesn't cost me much money at
Yeah.
all,
Yeah.
which is great. But you know, if I had one goal, I guess to accomplish before the end of the decade, and you know, running through my head here is wanting to get married.
Yeah.
But that's going to happen before the end of the decade.
Okay, well that counts.
So.
That counts.
You know, I guess from a career standpoint, if I can go there,
Yeah.
would be to really continue growing our team, right? And I'm very passionate about not only leading a team, but also developing future leaders around me. And I think that that's something that's really special about Premier. So, I want to continue seeing the people that I work with and the people all around us at Premier continuing to grow and develop and get better at what they're doing. And we're doing that every day. But, 10 years from now, I hope to see, a lot of people on my team that I work around, in successful positions and our company continuing to grow. So
That's a great answer.
Growth and advancement.
Growth and advancement. Billy?
Moving forward.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how could you not echo that sentiment?
Yeah.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably say the same thing. We just had my wife and I just had our first kid a couple months ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you. She's really cute.
You named her Billy. which I
Named
thought
her
was
Billy.
very sweet.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
I had
Yeah.
no
Great
idea.
name.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
but
yeah, absolutely. It was a
You did
curveball
not.
for all of
You
us.
did not.
But
You
no,
did
we did
not.
not. But
Sorry. Yeah.
have a couple more of those. That'd be pretty fun, along with the other career progression stuff that you mentioned. I think that's a great answer. I think it speaks to exactly what Premier is about and the culture that we have, and that we invest in people that want to invest in others.
Agreed.
Great. Well, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you.
I really learned a lot, and I think other people are going to learn a lot as well.
Awesome.
If nothing else, what to say to people when they're upset about the pricing of stuff.
Yes, there you go.
That,
Calm down.
Yeah, hey.
Give us a little more information.
turn on the
Let's
news.
talk.
This is happening around the world. Let's have let's have some communication.
Let's work together.
Let's work
Partnerships.
together. That's it.
A
But-
very special episode
a
with
very special episode.
Jeff, the man of Steele.
That's it.
Do you
Thank
get
you,
that a
Billy.
lot? Yeah.
I don't get that a lot.
Well,
Only with you.
Hold on, because the floodgates are open
It's
now.
coming now, yeah.
Until next time, I'm Billy.
And I'm Zach.
I'm Jeff Steele.
Thank you.
Do you have comments, questions, or ideas about this topic? If so, we'd like to hear from you. Please visit primpack.com/podcast to let us know what you think. Thanks.